Yes, we're doing it again, folks. It's scooping time. Today we've got an exclusive, and we're telling you that it looks like Star Wars may be struggling to sell anything at retail, and there could be some significant proof that Disney might have to renegotiate with Walmart and Target to keep space on the shelves for a galaxy far, far away. And the evidence? Well, it comes to us from none other than Walt Disney World itself. Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Pro Channel. It is a joy as ever. Thank you for inviting us into your day, onto your screen, and here upon your device. Folks, we want to make nice with you. Click that like button, and we're going to give you what you need. It is a story about Star Wars that is exclusive to this channel indeed. And folks, we'll get underway with a panel that knows what they're talking about. It could be that negotiations are happening behind the scenes to keep Star Wars and its toys in the hands of children. Retailers, though, struggling to justify it. Fascinating indeed. All right, so let's get back to that Star Wars
This is
news.
Emperor Palpatine. Can somebody order me a pizza?
You better be ordering some merchandise, because what we're finding out right now, folks, from an exclusive scoop we have here on the channel is that, yes, Ron, when people are going to Galaxy's Edge, they're finding a very quiet space. And yes, Tom, we are finding out, and neither of our guests knew that this was the scoop we had today. We are finding out that retail space is dwindling. And apparently, according to our source, although, folks, we have to put the stipulation on there, this is rumor and speculation territory. Check out the track record if you want to know if you can trust what we have to say. We are hearing, although we cannot verify, that Disney apparently is in negotiations with both Target and Walmart to try to save Star Wars retail space. What are we talking about? Well, we are hearing that Star Wars did not perform well for the holiday season, and now Disney is desperate to try to hang on to as much retail space as they can for Star Wars, holding it until the holidays of 2026, when they're hoping to have Mandalorian and Grogu merchandise revitalize what is a significantly struggling evergreen property at the edge of no longer being considered evergreen anymore. Now, that is an industry term that is talking about a franchise that you can count on, no matter the time, no matter what's released, to do quite well. And as we were in the show today, and we had this already scheduled to talk about, we found out that, well, there may be some breaking news regarding this. Let's take a look. All right, folks, coming to you from Blog Mickey. This is one that we did not have scheduled for the show, but it came out during it. Rey Skywalker Legacy Lightsaber and Toy Lightsaber discounted in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Here's what it says. Guests looking to purchase Rey Skywalker's lightsaber can find two versions of the elegant weapon, which was designed for a more civilized age, at a discount. Both the highly themed Legacy version of the lightsaber and the plastic toy version of the weapon are discounted right now, which really bodes well for the movie. It says, Rey Skywalker's lightsaber discount. We'll start with a look at the Legacy lightsaber, which is marked down from $160 to $100. Note that no additional discounts apply to the price. We found the discounted lightsabers in Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities in Galaxy's Edge. Now, we're not going to read this full article, but it goes right in line with what we were told by a source, which is Star Wars isn't selling. And we can only assume that they must absolutely be correct. And we received this information from them days and days ago. We've been going over the material for merchandise. But this now seeming to confirm Star Wars stuff isn't selling. We can only believe that if Disney can't sell Star Wars merchandise at Disney World, then surely they cannot sell merchandise at Walmart and Target. And it makes perfect sense to me that they would be trying to hang on desperately to that kind of, retail space so that they don't lose it to a competitor. Say Sonic, who, by the way, we've heard that Sonic merchandise, despite how much was ordered, was unable to keep up with demand this holiday season. So now it looks like Lucasfilm is trying not to lose retail space. All right, panel, your thoughts on the idea that Lucasfilm is trying not to lose retail space. We've actually reached the point where we're hearing retailers are saying, enough, we got to give it to somebody else.
I know it's not necessarily a gift item or anything like that, but I do remember a couple years ago the sodas from Galaxy's Edge, the little Coca-Colas and Diet Cokes that are in those. What are they?
Like
what are
an
the ball
orb-shaped
things?
bottle.
Yeah, the
Like,
orb-shaped bottle. That one of those.
Yeah.
They
Wow,
were
Eric,
ending up. They were ending up in a lot of retail spaces like Walmart's, Targets. They were just pallets of these things. Because well, I mean, they are like $7 each in the park or something like that, so they're pretty expensive. They sell them at Cash Connection. I know that's typically where I bought the ones that I have is at Cash Connection for $1.99. That, by the way, for those people that don't, Cast Connection is a store at Walt Disney World exclusively for cast members. However, cast members can bring guests to those stores. And there's always, oh my gosh, the amount of discounted Star Wars merchandise that ends up at Cast Connection is crazy. Now, there you can buy one of these Ray Legacy, like Ray type Legacy lightsabers. A lot of times they'll be $19.99, $29.99, discounted down from the $99. They always have droids in there that you can buy. The $99 droids you can buy for $19 as a cast member or a guest of a cast member in that store. And I think you see a lot of these products going to the outlet stores here in Orlando, Florida. You always see, I mean, there's just, they can't sell it for the price that they have it as in the parks. It's just it's too expensive, and at the same time that it's too expensive, it's just not popular anymore. It's just period. Star Wars merch is not popular because Star Wars isn't popular anymore.
Well, Mexican Iron Man has something to say about this. He says, as a self-appointed expert, un experto in lightsabers, the lightsaber is hot basura, compactor garbage. And Mike, apparently, well, people must agree, because take a look at this, Ron. You were bringing up Cast Connections, which is the place cast members can go to buy merch once it doesn't sell. I'm not even sure Cast Connections can discount this low. The Lights and Sounds lightsaber, that's the one that's not the expensive one. It's the toy one. It has essentially been discounted. I mean, this is almost half.
That's 60% off on a premium item right there.
60% discount, Ron. They can't sell this in Disney World, little alone try to sell Star Wars merch at Walmart and Target. Eric,
they just made also the tremendously huge mistake that these lightsabers, when you buy them at Galaxy's Edge, you have to put them away. You can't even use them, and there's no interactive features. Like when you buy the wands at in Harry Potter Land, Universal, you can use those wands. You can go to, it's very, very cool. I've actually seen the interactions where you can go to like a Spectre Patronum, whatever the spell is, and make water come out on a certain guest or what. It's very, very cool. There's nothing like that in Galaxy's Edge. And but to make it worse, you literally have to put the lightsaber away. You can't have it out and you can't play with it. It's hilarious.
Right. I mean, let's just explicitly describe this for anyone who does not know what Ron is talking about. Galaxy's Edge was built specifically, they call it a Potter swatter. It was supposed to be a response to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter lands that they put in at Universal Studios, where they have the butterbeer, which by the way paid for the cost of building those lands. They sold enough butterbeer to pay for everything that they put into those lands. They wanted to do the blue milk and the green milk over there at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There is a specific face that people make when they drink that stuff, because it's completely allergen free, but I think it might actually not be any normal products that you would eat on your own. The ingredient list is way too long, and you often see a bunch of people spitting them out or dumping them out because we'll drink it for Instagram and for social media, whatever. Over there at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, they've got the wands. Well, over there in the Star Wars land, we're going to make it so there are games on your iPad and your iPhone that you can play. No one is mystified or impressed by an iPhone game, by the way. That is something where no one sees magic in that. That is just some kid playing on something that you have to get them off of every single day. That's actually a negative for a guest here. So when they say that the Rey Skywalker lightsaber is 60% off there, you can't even enjoy it in the land. I don't think this is the Savvy's lightsaber experience where they're paying the $250 rate for it. This to me just says that this is clearance pricing on something like this. We would like to get rid of these and we can't quite give them away. So here you go. Please take them off our hands for what 190? What do you got on you right now?
They'll be installing a flashing blue light in Galaxy's Edge soon enough.
But let me just say this though, Jonas. So you could not go to a place that would have more potential to sell Star Wars stuff. Literally the biggest, I guess, Star Wars Celebration, maybe, if anybody's still going to those. But this is where the biggest fans should be. It should be easy to sell this. So I don't know. If they can't sell Rey Skywalker stuff in Galaxy's Edge after they just got off Rise of the Resistance, I don't see how they can do a movie.
Also reminding everyone that they literally stuck this thing at the end of the Rise of Skywalker. She never uses it in the entire trilogy because she's been using Luke/Anakin's lightsaber for as long as possible. And she literally has it for one scene and she ignites it so they can check the box to say that they ignited this thing. This is merchandise from A to Z. The only reason this exists is because they wanted to sell them and it didn't even work. They spent $600 million, almost as much as they spent making 2 seasons of Andor, making this film. And no one cares at this point. They have failed to connect with audiences. I'd like this to go away. We need the next director to come in, someone with some taste, someone with some storytelling ability. Maybe they can redeem the character of Rey Skywalker, but it ain't happening with the current company.
Now, I would like, as we get ready to wrap up this particular conversation, I do want to wrap up this exclusive by saying that we know which 3 boy brand properties the retailers would like to fill in this space. We know Sonic, Nintendo, and WWE did really, really well this holiday season. We also know that Lego did very well, but we don't believe that Lego would be entering into that space if Star Wars gave up some of that area. Now,
Lego usually already has their own aisle.
Yeah, and I'm not a wrestling person, so I didn't realize that wrestling was doing so well this holaday season, and I'm not sure why it is. Tom, I don't know if you know any reason it would be.
No
but
idea. Latent homosexuality, who knows?
Latent.
Apparently it did great. Apparently wrestling did really, really well this year. So, and if you were one of those out there who struggled to find Sonic merchandise, yeah, it sold out. It was very hard, especially the Eggman, Dr. Robotnik stuff, Shadow, Tails, Knuckles. You can still find some Sonic things, but the other characters sold out. They completely misunderstood how popular it was going to be. So there you go.
It's on brand. Sonic is fast. Sonic is going fast.
I see. Yep. No doubt about it. It is such fun getting to spend time together, folks, but we have come to the end of yet another video. Well, that makes the mainstream scratch their heads, pull their hair out, and wonder, how is it we continue to do what we do? But you know what we do this for? It's for you. To keep bringing all the knowledge of entertainment, explaining what's going on in Hollyweird each and every day. And you can help us continue on that way by clicking the like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to those algorithms. It's the notification bell. Share this out on your favorite social media platforms, and we would love to have you drop a comment right on down below. Share your thoughts because, well, your thoughts truly do matter, and we mean it. As we get ready to say goodbye, we end with the common refrain. Folks, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.